Representatives of the international community have endorsed a UN-backed deal on Libya at the Rome conference, and the aim is to bring Libyan rival factions to a unity government. Sunday's meeting saw involvement of two rival parliaments fighting for power. Roy Rattenberg has more.
The Rome conference was hosted by the U.S. and Italy and included ministers from 17 other countries, the EU, the African Union, the Arab League, and the UN envoy for Libya. Also in attendance, delegates from Libya's rival parliaments. Diplomats are warning their bickering may lead to a power vacuum filled by the Islamic State group, also known by its Arabic acronym Daesh.
We cannot allow the status quo in Libya to continue. It is dangerous for the viability of Libya. It is dangerous for Libyans. And now, because of the increased presence of Daesh purposefully migrating there, it is dangerous for everyone.
Libya descended into chaos in 2011, following the ouster and killing of longtime ruler Muammar Gaddafi. The country currently has two competing legislatures: the Tripoli-based General National Congress, or GNC, a loose alliance of militias including Islamists, and the internationally recognized House of Representatives that the GNC overran last year. It's now operating in the eastern city of Tobruk. Earlier this month, at a secret meeting in Tunisia, without the UN in attendance, representatives from the two parliaments agreed to, quote, a declaration of principles, namely a committee that would nominate a prime minister and another which would review the constitution. Not enough, says the UN. It wants a more inclusive process. The UN proposal, agreed to in principle back in October, calls for a unity government within 40 days and a 9-person presidency council, which would appoint a cabinet, a new oil chief, and have the power to authorize outside assistance to help fight against ISIL. The group has been gaining a foothold in the Libyan city of Sirte. Last week, hundreds gathered in Tripoli's main square to oppose the UN deal.
Europe and America have persisted in wanting the UN agreement to be accepted. I say this agreement has nothing to do with the Libyan equation.
The UN plan is due to be signed in Morocco on Wednesday. In Rome on Sunday, diplomats said those who try to block it will be dealt with.
This agreement has been passed, and now all Libyans must support it, and those who won't support it will be fought.
Western leaders fear the security crisis in Libya, just a few hundred kilometers from Europe's shores, could spiral out of control, leading to a refugee crisis like the one in Syria. They're also concerned the oil-rich country's reserves could get into the wrong hands. The UN envoy for Libya has told the Security Council in New York that Libya is, quote, in a race against time. He's hoping an internationally backed unity deal may help stop the clock. Roe Ruttenberg, CCTV in Washington.